Yes, children, good morning. We are back again with the new topic, tenses. What is tenses? Let me tell you name of a film which is very old, but it is dealing with this thing. Your parents might have heard Kal, Aaj or Kal. So this is yesterday, जो बीत गया. This is today, and this is going to come, that is tomorrow. I hope you can understand. Yesterday I had a cup of tea. So this is past. This is present. And this is future. So we have got three tenses, past, present and future. Very good. Let us divide them now and see what are we going to do. So you have seen we have got three tenses, past, present, जो अभी हो रहा है, past which is already been done, and future which is going to happen. They are further subcategorized into 4 types. Let me tell you, they are simple present tense. It is also called as indefinite. Second one is continuous. The third one is perfect. And the last one is perfect continuous. Right? Now, 4 categories means it is present simple or present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Similarly, past simple, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. That means you have got 4 categories. 4 into 3 main tenses is 12. So we are going to learn 12 tenses. Oh, don't worry. It's very easy. Don't look at the amount. 12 tenses is not much. But we are going to do it in a very simple way. Let us proceed with present. I am going to do only present tense today with the subcategories. Right? So, I am going to write a sentence for you first, and then we will proceed for the small tricks which has always been given by me. Now, I am going to write, we are going to do simple present. But before I proceed with this topic, I will write down one example. I go to school. मैं स्कूल जा रही हूँ. And if I want to write he, she or Seema, it becomes he goes to school. Sentence is the same, but the verb over here changes. How it changes? It changes according to the subject. So this means there is a trick in the tenses. Now I am going to tell you about the trick. Simple present tense. What it is? If the subject is, you just have to note down, but I'll be showing you a sheet also so that you can pause your video and note it down. If the subject is if the subject is, I, you, we or they. And if the subject is he, she, it or a name. Now, according to the subject, we are going to use the verb, and that will be simple present tense. So, the verb used here will be plain verb without any addition. For example, if it is I play cricket, you play cricket, we write a letter, they play in the garden. So you have seen when I use this subject, the verb remains the same. But if I use it here, it becomes he plays, she plays, name Seema plays. So here what is the difference? With the verb, you have to add s or es to make it simple present. I hope this is very easy and simple for you, right? Now let me put up one more example for this, because I am not going to rub this. The rule is dependent on the subject. Now my sentence is, if I am using he is here. So you have to add s to the verb. He watches TV. And if I want to write we, it becomes we watch TV. Isn't it very easy? So this was my first rule regarding simple present, which is also known as simple present or present indefinite tense. Now we move on to the second type. I am going to do all the 4 categories with you. My second category was present simple negative sentences. Simple present negative. Negative itself tells us that nahi, we don't have to do. We don't have to do. So if the subject is this, the rule applied is we have to apply do not plus verb in the same position and the object. You only have to look into the subject. It will, what is the rule over here? Rule is subject plus you have to use, if these are the subject, it will be do not plus verb 1 and the object. I am going to do the sentences also. Here if it is he, as I did I go, he goes. I do not, he does not. Very good. So here you are going to add does not, but the verb is going to remain in the same position, that is verb 1. Now for example, if I say I do not play cricket. You can practice with any other sentences on your own. It's just a game. It was I do not play. You do not play cricket. We do not play cricket. They do not play cricket. But if I write down he, so it will become he does not play cricket. He does not play cricket. You see the verb remains the same. No s or es is added. So this is the second rule for negative, right? You just try to understand. I'll be showing you the notes so that you can pause the video and note them down. Now my third one is, it is interrogative. Very good. Interrogative. What is interrogative? It is a questioning. It is a questioning. Again, what does the question tell us about? It tells about, according to the verb, you are supposed to add do here, as we did in the last rule. And here it becomes does. Now, I had written, I do not play cricket in the negative sentences. But if I am coming down to interrogative, so do I play cricket? Do I play cricket? This is the question form where your interrogative, your verb comes before the subject. Your verb comes before the subject. If I want to write you, I'll write do you speak English? But in case, if I want to write he as a subject, it will become does he speak English? I hope you can understand these small tricks. In interrogative, the verb will come first after the subject, but the verb used is according to the subject. Very good. Now we move on to WH family. What is WH family? WH family is again a questioning about what, where, when, whom, why, how, right? So in the same case, the rule remains the same. Where do you? Since I am using you, the verb will become do, and here it remains does. So the verb is the same, it depends on the subject. So for negative sentence, where does, if I say, where does, if I have written does, I have to use this. Where does she live? Or where does he lives? Or where does Ramesh lives? Right? Where does she live? Or if I write down where and I want to use you or I, it will become where do you live? Did you get my point? Yes. So I am going to show you. I have completed my simple present with the categories, right? Simple present I have done. So we are going to move further with the perfect tense now. Before moving further with the continuous tense, I am going to show you the note. Please pause your video and note down the rules so that it will be very easy for you to understand. Please pause the video and note it down. Can you see? Yes. Note down these rules and try to make many more sentences on your own. Very good. Now we are going to move for the second type. What was the second type after simple present? It was continuous. Right. So we are going to do present continuous. I am going to give you very less examples so that you can apply the rule very fast. Again here, this shows that the work is in process. This present continuous shows that the work is in continuous process. काम चल रहा है. Before giving you any example, I am going to apply the rule directly. Right? Let me rub the definition so that I will have space to write down the rule. If the subject is, again the rule is the same. The verb depends on the subject. If the subject is he, she, it, he, she, it, or a name, then for I it is always different in case of continuous tense, and I, you, you, we, they. He is, the verb used is I am, you are, we are, they are. Now if I make a sentence, I know what I am supposed to use. So if I take up an example, she is playing. She is playing. If I write down I as a subject, it will become I am playing. And if I want to write you or we, it becomes you are playing. I hope you can get the logic. Subject, the verb depends on the subject. So what is the formula over here? The formula is, you have to note down the formula. Later on I'll be showing you. Formula is subject plus what is the verb? Verb is, am, are according to the subject, right? And later on you have got your verb with ing. Very good. That is, in continuous tense you use ing. So this is the formula for present continuous. Now we move down to interrogative. I'm going to do negative, interrogative, everything, but I'm not going to rub the rule. Now I'm going to do interrogative. Interrogative means negative sentence, right? The rule is again the same, right? So if I want to write she, so it is he is, I told you it is according to the subject. My first example was she is playing, I wrote. But in interrogative, what am I going to do? My verb will come first before the subject. Is she playing? Am I playing? Are you playing? So I hope you have got down the interrogative rule also. So what is the rule for formula for this? Formula for negative sentences is equal to, first you have to use the verb is, am, are according to the subject, and then you have got the verb 1, and if object is there, that will come at the end. So for the interrogative, your verb will come first. Am I playing? Is he playing? Are you playing? Very good. So we are going to note down this formula when I'll show you the sheet. Now my last one in this is WH family. WH I have told you in simple. So where is, okay, again it is according to the subject. Where is he going? Where am I going? Where are you going? So your WH family will come first. Where is he going? Since it is he, I am using is. Where is he going? Where am I going? And where are you going? Or what are you doing? Any question you can make from WH family, you will find your answer to be correct according to the verb. What are you doing? I hope you got this. Now let us move on to the third one. I'm not going to rub the subject because this is the main thing which I have to follow. Now after finishing the present continuous, we are going to move on with the present perfect. Right, we are going to move on for the present perfect tense. Present perfect. This is my third category, subdivision. Now if the subject is he, she, it, we are going to use has. And if the subject is I, you, we, they, it becomes have. The verb which is used is have. Very simple. I am giving you the logic first so that you can make sentences very easily. So if I say a sentence from I write I have finished my work. And if I write down instead a name, if I write down a name, so it becomes Seema or he or she. Seema finished. Seema has finished her work. Isn't it very easy? So again, according to the subject, you are going to use the verb which will show you your present perfect tense. Right? So the formula which is going to be applied here, let us look on to the formula. Subject plus the verb plus the verb which is used is in third form, past tense, finished, worked, all these things. So, and then you have got an object. before proceeding further, let me show you your second sheet, which I forgot to tell you about the present continuous, interrogative and WH family. Please pause your video and note down the rules and make many more sentences for your own practice. Yes? Very good. Now we continue with the perfect tense. Now this was the first one. Now we are going to do interrogative. I am not going to rub the subject. Present perfect. Interrogative, negative. In interrogative, the verb used again is the same. So if I want to use you, तुमने काम कर लिया. You have done your work. You have done your work. That is positive, but I want to do it interrogative. So in interrogative, the verb will come first. Have you done your work? The verb used will come before the subject. Have you done your work? And if I use the subject she, has she done the work? Has she done the work? So, in this case, the formula is the helping verb comes first and then you have got the subject. Very easy. Formula, verb, has, have. Then you have the subject, then you have the verb in the past form and then the object. I am going to show you the sheet, right? So, you had taken tea. You had, no. So, it becomes you के साथ क्या आना है? Have. Have you taken tea? हम बोलते हैं हमें खुद अपनी गलती समझ आ जाती. Where are we wrong? If I want to write he has written a letter, that is positive. But if I write down has before, has he written a letter? It becomes interrogative. Now we move on to the WH family. The rule is the same. WH will come first before the verb. Where has she gone? Where has she? Since it is she, I am using has. Where has she gone? Verb is in the third form. And where have you gone? Since it is you, it is have. So I hope you have understood this. The verb remains. The formula is again, it is very simple. If you follow the rule, no need to write down the formula. You yourself can understand. Formula is WH family ka word. Then you have to use your verb has or have. Then your subject. And then your verb will be in third form. And then is your object. I hope I am very clear with the perfect also. Now pause your video and note down the rules which I have given the trick. Make many more sentences for the practice. Right? Now we are moving on to the last one. Very good. It was perfect continuous tense. It was perfect continuous tense. I am not going to rub the subject because my rule is always based on this solely. So we are going to do present continuous, present perfect continuous, perfect continuous. इसमें क्या है कि the work which is done, it has already started and it is still going on, right? So it has started from the past and it is still going on. So if I write down, I have lived in Delhi. तो मैं तो रहती थी. So no continuity has been shown. If I use I know the verb will be have. I have been living in Delhi since 1990. So for present perfect, you have to use been in between, right? So I have been, if I use I, it becomes I have been playing since 2 days. 2 दिन से मैं रोज खेल रही हूँ. Since it was I. And if I write down she, it becomes she has been playing. She has been playing since 2 days. I hope you can understand. According to the subject, the verb has to be used. Since is used for the duration of time to be shown that it was previously till date. Very good. Now we move on to interrogative. See, so simple it is, na? Once if you write down the subject, you know what are you going to do. Interrogative is again a question. So in this case, what the formula will be? The verb will come, helping verb will come before the subject. So have I been playing? Right? So that is a question. Has she been? Has she been crying? Has she been playing? Or has she been crying? For the object further. So I hope you have understood. For interrogative, your verb will come before the subject. And same case, it's with the WH family. The WH family will come before the verb. Where has she been playing? Where has she been playing? So your verb is going to come. Use of has and have is according to the subject. If I say you, so it will become why have you been playing? Why have you? Since it is you, it comes have. Why have you been playing? क्यों खेल रहे हो इतना? Right? So I think the rules are very clear. This is my fourth and the last sheet. I have completed the simple tense, that is simple present, which is called indefinite. I have completed present perfect. I have completed continuous, and then with present perfect continuous. And all the categories we're having interrogative and WH family question, and the rule is given to you. Please note down and make many more sentences. I hope the session was very clear to you, and the tenses which I told you. See, within the time I have done present and I completed the 4 categories. I completed simple, which is also called indefinite. Then I did continuous. Then the third one I did perfect. And the last one which I did was perfect continuous. देखा कितना आसान है अगर हमारे पास रूल हो, and we can do it very easily. From the 12 tenses, I have completed the 4. For the next lecture, I'll be doing only past. Have a nice day. Bye.